If you can't acknowledge those realities, then that means you're not really speaking to those concerns that voters have either. And so there was an attempt from the administration to block out evidence that really conflicted with what they wanted to hear. And I just don't know how you plan on winning while doing that.
Astead, are you beating up on the guys? Do you feel like it?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I would say, like, do they believe that this election, do they believe the stakes of this election that they laid out for the last 3 years, right? Because if so, and democracy was on the line, then I don't think anyone's beating up on them.
Well, unfairly, people will say, why are you going back after, the whole thing and beating up? It wasn't Kamala Harris's fault, blah, 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 blah.
I actually don't think I'm really saying it's Kamala Harris's
You're
fault.
not.
I actually think that she was a reflection of a broken party at the top of that, and they did not set her up for success. I've been one of the people who have called out even the administration's treatment of Kamala Harris as vice president. And I think the original sin here was Biden and the people around him just refusing to wrestle with the fact that a lot of Americans did not see him as a two-term president. And so whether they were selecting Kamala Harris in that initial role or the first couple years where she was given assignments like immigration and talked about poorly in the press by a lot of Democrats, none of that was helpful in terms of the eventual succession of Joe Biden. And I was calling that out at the time. I mean, it seems to me that they could have either picked someone who they wanted to set up for success, or they could have supported the person they did choose. What they did, in my opinion, was the worst of both options, where they chose someone, demeaned them along the way, and then only needed them when it came to a crisis.